What's good? Y'all know what it is. Your boy Big Boosie, man. Street Knowledge Podcast, man. If you knew better, you do better, man. Y'all know the lingo over here. We only keep it 1,000. We spit that real talk. That's it. We keep it 1,000 for all our people out there that don't know better. So we can get y'all right, get you abreast to what's going on out here in these mean streets and how we been being taken advantage of by our police, politicians, corrupt district attorneys, all of the above, man. So yeah, I'm waiting for a few people to get up in here. Y'all let me know where y'all at. Make sure y'all hit that like button for me, man. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. I need that subscription made. Please subscribe. All my people that I know y'all probably out there at work. Some of y'all getting off. Some of y'all can watch some of this stuff while y'all working. But yeah, this is what it is. Your boy Big Boosie, man. Y'all know just what I do, man. I bring that noise. I bring that flavor. All this go out to all my knowledgeable people out there, man. So, as y'all know, I'm always been the one that been saying, when Romeo Madoff said, "What's going on, Big Boosie? I appreciate your podcast, B Word. Yo, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate that. Always just try to come and bring the real reality and speak about stuff that really need to be heard. I always try not to get into all the other politics that everybody be doing back and forth unless I really have something real positive to say about it. And I like to bring awareness to certain things that don't never be spoke about, which should be spoke about. Because a lot of our people is going through things that's going to jail for something they didn't do, getting hurt, getting killed by the police, all for a little traffic stop, all of the above, man, for real. So I like to go ahead and get into it. Make sure y'all hit that notification button too, so y'all know when I'm up here, man. But one of my friends, my boy Q the manager, on IG and on Facebook, sent me a piece on a lady, a quick vlog on a lady that accused a man of the R word. The man gets locked up in front of his kids, everything. Go to jail. He did a month in jail. And a lot of people been utilizing, a lot of women been utilizing that word, and come to find out, the lady still didn't even know this guy. I still haven't heard the motive. I'm gonna do some research on it after this and figure out the whole story. But I'm gonna let y'all hear the story because it made the news. My point is, there's a lot of rappers or a lot of music industry personnel, period, or even movie stars that has been accused of rape. And once they accuse you of, excuse me, I ain't even supposed to say that word. Once they accuse you of that R word, the police don't want to hear nothing. They rushing you, you getting cuffed, and you going to jail. You have to figure it out, figure your way out of jail. While the lady that's lying is really sitting home doing whatever she want to do or going about her day every day, and you in there struggling to fight for your life, which might get you 2 years, 10 years, 15 years. And it's all a made up story. That's crazy. Once again, distasteful, and is very ignorant to play with people's lives like that by putting a charge like that on somebody, losing their job, losing their dignity, may even have to get on a essay list. That's deep, man. That's deep. But a lot of these rappers done suffered the consequences due to stuff like that. A lot of them is sitting in jail right now due to stuff like that. And people still keep coming up with their stories. Diddy is one of them going through it right now as we speak. One of the biggest figures that we know of as of right now. R. Kelly is still in there due to the R-word charges or SA charges, whatever you want to call it. And it showed that the girl lied about her age. She didn't even stay in the same room with him. Her mother was coercing her what to say, actually typing in things to say, and some kind of way it's a way you could send it from your phone and make it look like that person actually sent it. I learned that by watching the story. Never knew that a person can do that. But I'm gonna let y'all hear this, what this lady just did to a man. And this is a regular individual, regular, what we call them, civilian type people. But listen.
A Bristol Township woman who falsely accused a stranger of trying to kidnap and rape her is going to jail. Last April, 20-year-old Angela Urumova told police a man grabbed her in a parking lot, punched her, and tried to drag her into his truck. Police traced the man down and arrested him in front of his wife and kids. He spent a month in jail before detectives questioned Urumova about inconsistencies in her story. She then admitted she had never met him, and he never touched her. Urumova will spend at least a month and a half in jail for the false claims. A Bristol Township woman who false.
And see, that's what's crazy about that. This man done spent a month in jail. The police bum rushed him in front of his kids. Now the kids don't know what's going on. You know, they might even want to second guess, did their father really do something that he's being accused of? But I'm gonna read some of this stuff. It say a Bristol Township woman who falsely accused a stranger of attempting to kidnap and rape her in the parking lot of a grocery store and allowed him to spend a month in jail, admitting the claims were made up. She will spend at least a month. She will spend at least a month in jail. Law enforcement officials in Bucks County announced that a Bristol Township woman will spend the next 45 days to 23 months in prison after she filed a false police report claiming a man attempted to R-word her and kidnap her from the parking lot of a Middletown Township grocery store in April of last year. The man she falsely accused spent a month in prison due to her claims. For more details. But yo, that's a sad situation because now that whole month, 30 days for people to look at him like he's crazy. 30 days, it was all over the news. And thank God they put it on the news that this lady is going to jail now. So 45 days to 23 months. That's what, 2 years? I guess you can call that reasonable for lying. And like I always said, it's just like calling 911, and they have a charge for that. So this should have been a charge, and it is a charge, but police never utilize it on these women when they do it. Hopefully this right here ring bells. So I'm gonna need y'all to share this live. It need to go worldwide, because women that do that, even if a man did it to a woman, you need to be behind bars for doing stuff like that. Now, they need to at least add up the charges, what he was facing, and give them at least something near what that man would have been facing. 10, 20 years, 30 years. R. Kelly in there for 30 years. So, 45 45 days to 23 months. That I don't know if that's really feasible, unless this man was facing that type of time and they turned it around on him. But overall, some type of justice is being done about these type of charges, and it needs to be done on the regular in every state that this happens, at, because that's dangerous, and it's dangerous to a person's livelihood as well as their family. His kids go to school and get shunned upon because their father's in there with an all-word charge, and it's not even real, and now could cause some havoc with their kids. The wife go to work, she's looked at and shunned upon because her husband is in bars. Might even possibly make the wife would have left him. But that's why it's always good to know your other person, your spouse, your other half, whatever you want to call it, because you have to stand by their side when these type of allegations come about. And I'm glad, and thumbs up to that police department down there that took the initiative to make sure that something wasn't right with her story and bring her down for real justice to be served, man. So you got to give it up to the police when they do their job the correct way, period. Because that's a very dangerous situation and it's sad. And I wanted to bring this to your attention because we've been having these conversations on my live. When it happens to celebrities, how all these ladies come out of the woodworks, and that right there, this story right here, just shows you it's that simple for a person to lie on somebody. Still haven't released the motive of why she lied on a stranger, and they call him a stranger, so she didn't even know him. That's very deadly. What if that man was on some type of parole? Also, probation. Man, so many can of worms that woman opened for that man life to change his life in just that split second, 30 in the 30-day radius. The man just going to a store, minding his business, and got charged with that. That's crazy, man. That's rough. Hopefully he maintain, or should I say, get back to his regular life and regain his character. And I don't know if the police ducked the lawsuit with actually finding out, but the man sat in jail before they even found out. So that was an innocent man sitting behind bars and had his whole life changed around, his whole character and everything, man. 30 days probably seemed like 30 years to him when you know you didn't do nothing. And there's a lot of men that's in jail with a lot of time that have not done nothing. The police don't go and try and correct it. It's deep, but it's for real. And us out here, citizens, we gotta kind of look at people skeptical and kind of try to make a decision for ourselves when we hear about stuff like that. And don't put out public opinion, because public opinion helps prosecutors win cases. Now, if we did public opinion things, or just like what they did with Big U, he started talking about, the police raided his house, and which this ain't got nothing to do with rape. Well, the R word, excuse me, YouTube. This don't have nothing to do with that, but it has something to do with him speaking about, you know, who came, the 600 came with the police to his house. They went to all his houses and start speaking about, Brick Baby and Loose Cannon and Whack 100, all speaking out all over the internet about stuff. And, certain things that he said, guess what? They charged him with saying, like, basically tampering with evidence, speaking about the case in public, try to sway the jury that might possibly be on his case by him saying those words. Now that's crazy. But this the times we living in, people. So y'all make sure y'all share this joint. I wanted to come up here real quick and give it to y'all raw about what happened with that situation. We finally see one live on TV where they arrested a woman for lying about she's been essayed, or the R word, and took a man to jail for something he didn't even do. He probably was just going outside to a store, you know, his daily day routine. That can happen to any one of us, and we just lose our lives going to jail and don't even return back home. That man probably didn't even have bail money to get out of jail. He just was living his daily life. Probably lost his house. Like, that's not good, man. And I think that 45 days to 23 months is not enough, depending on the time that he get. They should ration it out by the time that he was facing and what he got. To ration out her charges and what she should be facing, man. Because 45 days shouldn't even been in the equation of the time. 45 days to 23 months. That tells me she probably gonna do 45 days. That's crazy. So y'all let me know what y'all think about at the bottom of the comments, man. I'll be back. I got some other things to talk about. We got to get it to the Brick Baby and the Loose Cannon still speaking out from jail. Do y'all think that's a good move? So I'll see y'all in a minute.